Hello, and welcome to my presentation on home buying step by step. So, first for first-time home buyers and first-time investors, and then also I've added in 11 ways to purchase real estate, buy real estate for no money down in Canada. So, my name's Thane. I'm a buyer agent and investor specialist with Sutton West Coast, an author, speaker, and I'll explain a little bit more about my story as we get started here. So, basically, after Hurricane Katrina came and destroyed their lovely New Orleans, I went there a couple of times, many former residents were asked the following questions. Beside LOVE, love, what do you identify as the most important four-letter word? And they gave the answer quite simply as HOME, home. So I'm here to help you build towards that if you need to be purchasing your first home, and then help you build your wealth as well by helping you buy your first couple of investment properties as well. So let's keep going. I'll skip over this a little bit, but basically take a few minutes to describe what having a home means for you, and then take a few minutes to just reflect on that. So today, in this presentation, we'll be talking about some common fears and helpful facts about buying a home. We'll discuss 8 simple steps to successful home ownership. So the same basic steps or the same basic process to purchase an investment property as well. 11 ways to buy real estate for no money down in Canada. And then special offers throughout. So for people watching this video, I'm going to have a special download page where you can come and get special offers. So basically, a copy of the book Home Buying Step by Step and the condo buying version. They're valued at about $16 a piece. A 1-hour financing binder and new buyer, new investor, new homeowner consultation valued at $299. A subscription to my foreclosure list and deals newsletter valued at $79, and it's free for everyone who signs in. So here's a copy of everything. These are all the downloads that you get. Ebooks, multiple page, 60, 70 page ebooks, home buying step by step, condominium buyer's guide, all the stats package each month, an investor buying guide, smart financing guide, a financing binder checklist, special reports, and tips guide and why buyers should use a buyer's realtor. Next is making sure you're signed up and subscribed. You get a copy of my newsletter each month. So this is a foreclosure list. It has a list of all the foreclosures available in the Lower Mainland. So you get at BC and in the interior and the Vancouver Island as well. So you can take advantage and get access to that. Next off, I'm going to share a little bit about who I am and what my story is, and then a little bit about how I'm able to give presentations like this and what my training is. So basically, I got my business degree from UBC and BCIT in about the year 2000. So I got an arts degree from UBC and then went to BCIT right after to get a business degree. I'm started right then as a director of sales and marketing for a small manufacturing company. When I started, we had $600,000 in sales, and when I moved on, retired in 2006, or resigned in 2006 to become a consultant, we had about $4 million in sales and 40 employees. So I learned a lot about sales and marketing, and I started become a consultant to teach that knowledge and share that knowledge with other people. Basically, I was consultant to the year 2000. And then I had a chat with a potential client, and she was reviewing a coaching program from a consultant or a franchise consultant. And so I went to one of their free seminars, and I learned some more information about becoming one of their trained coaches. And they had a $30,000 coaching program and package, and it sounded pretty good. And actually, it was. I signed up. And I started using their program, and I was very successful for about 3-4 months. Made about $70,000 on paper, but the issue was it was all mostly gross income. It wasn't net income. So I'll go over what the differences are eventually, or shortly. And so I didn't have very much net profit success in that business. It was all basically all the profits were eaten up in operating costs, and so. Basically what I did is I didn't know any better at the time, and so I had to purchase a property earlier, and I missed 3 mortgage payments in a row. And so I went in on the 3rd month with a stack of money, about $9,000 to pay my mortgage and bring it up to date. It was only about a $600 a month mortgage. And the bank said, no thanks. No thanks, no thanks. They refused to accept the money, and they're going through the process. And I had no idea what to do. And so I sat back and unfortunately went through the foreclosure process. Basically brought me through near bankruptcy and crushed my credit rating, that's for sure. And then you'll find out in this business that it helps to have a good credit rating, but it's not quite always necessary. Still had a reasonable amount of success in my business. Eventually enough, I found the attention of a mentor, I call him. He's a real estate educator. He taught people how to do creative, no money down type real estate. And so he knew we were, me and my partners were good at filling what's called filling rooms, very good at sales and marketing, and doing seminars. So he wanted us to help him fill up a room. And so we basically did. And he taught a creative, no money down type strategy. And basically I'll go over what that is shortly. And he basically put down $100 and would have rights to purchase a number of properties, which he then flip within a month, and he made a bunch of profit. So we helped him fill up a room, and guess what? That strategy actually worked quite well. So it was actually a breakthrough. So we learned it, and just we're amazed that it actually worked. He tied up 10 properties at $490,000 a piece, so $4.9 million worth of real estate. He flipped it within 45 days, and he made $100,000 net profit in his pocket for that $100 down investment. So we were blown away by this, and so we stopped being consultants, and ever since that time we've been real estate investors. So basically since that time, flipped over 100 doors since 2008, worth well over $20 million. Worked with joint venture partners using their cash and their credit, because my credit's a little bit bruised, or at that time it was a little bit bruised. So worked with joint venture partners, used their cash and their credit to put together deals. Bought my first building in 2010, and I'll show you that in a sec. That's a 14-unit. And then bought another 20 units and a second building in 2011. Co-founded the Real Estate JV Club and founded the Vancouver Real Estate Club a couple of months ago. And we're well over north of a couple hundred members on Meetup, and we have a number of free members and paid members. So I'm a licensed real estate agent with Sutton West Coast, and I've been interviewed on the radio as a subject matter expert on the CBC Drive Time Radio and the Radio Real Estate Show on Saturday mornings with Tom Lucas. So also nominated a couple of times for West Coast Investor of the Year from Canadian Real Estate Wealth magazine. So that's me. That's my story. Here's some of the pictures of the buildings, projects I've done. This is the 14-unit building, the 14-unit building over here. This is the 20-unit building in the middle. And then these are some of the coach homes and development projects that I've done and have worked quite successfully at. So here's some testimonials from clients. Thane turned a previous real estate investment around from having to subsidize it to the tune of $1,000 or more every month to having about $500 positive cash flow each and every month. In addition, property values have jumped over 40%. So you can read about that on my website. It's basically on the Meetup group there. So you can get some access to some good things I'm doing for other people. And yeah, he works on our Alberta project, and he's quite happy with the results we produced. So here's some fears and facts about buying a home. So fear is I can't afford to buy a home right now. Fact is actually you can't afford not to buy a home right now. So that's just time to get started. Basically, you want to start buying a condo, then trade up that condo to a townhouse and see if you can trade up that townhouse to a single family house and go through the process. It's called the property ladder. So you want to get started. Fear is I should wait until the real estate market gets better or worse. Fact is there's never a wrong time to buy the right home. Again, just get started. Folks, we're in a hot market here, so you might want to make an offer before the fire trucks get here. Fear is I don't have the money for a down payment. Fact is there's a variety of down payment options available to you, so we'll be going over a lot of those available tonight or during the presentation. Fact is, our fear is I can't afford to buy my dream home. Best way to get closer to buying your dream house, just get started. This is my dream house, all right, except my dream, it was about half the price. All right, so this is the basic steps, the 8 steps to home ownership. So first off, we're going to decide we want to buy something. Second step is you're going to hire an agent, a buyer's agent, to work with you. Third step, you're going to secure some financing. Make sure you'll be able to afford the property. You're going to find your home, go look for it on the MLS and a couple of other techniques I have. You're going to make an offer for it. You're going to perform some due diligence, protect yourself. You're going to close on the property, the purchase, and then you're going to protect it with some investment afterwards. So let's get her started. So basically, I'm going to take a break for a second, and then I'll go into basically the benefits of purchasing real estate in the next video. So this is just a quick basic introduction right now, and then we'll add more on the next video in the series. Thanks very much. Talk to you in a bit.